Welcome to 8-Bit Benny versus the Ferret Business. I'm 8-Bit Benny and I will be your host. I hope you enjoy this episode. If you do, feel free to leave a thumbs up and comment below as to what you enjoyed about the episode. Don't like the episode? Well, feel free to leave a thumbs down and tell me also what you disliked about the episode. Like several episodes in a row, you might want to think about subscribing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hello folks, this is 8-Bit Benny here with another Feed the Beast, the Ferret Business. Here we are. It looks like it is nighttime. The villagers are coming to visit me in my hovel little here, and you can see outside the windows it's a bit dark out. So, those don't look good out there. So we are going to start today by having a nap, because hey, that's what you do when adventure gets tough, right? Go to bed. So, what are we going to do today? Today we need to look around the town and we need to figure out where we want to have our permanent base, as well as, really, we just want to take a stock of what is in town. Because, it looks like a pretty small town, but it'd be nice to know what kind of resources we have here. Who knows? We may have to change locations at some point. It is hard to tell. Is that, yeah, okay, good. So, we're going to jump down here. We're going to get hurt. Let's go over here. So, the Tinker's Construct smeltery is awesome to have here, because that means there's a lot of stuff we don't have to do, like go find clay. I think we might still have to go find some of it, because there's the seared tank, I believe. Oh, there's monster spawners up there. That's an interesting tree. We'll go check that out later. The big thing is Tinker's Tools, because Tinker's Tools can easily be repaired, and they gain experience. Do all these gain experience? No, this one does though. As an item gains experience, it will level up and have more abilities and all that kind of stuff, so, which is awesome. What's that? Black Lotus. Let's just take it all, shall we? What am I doing? Alright. Well, you know what? We are going to pause here. And we are going to have to reset the game, because for some reason it's doing this again. Alright, so I'm going to pause the recording. We're going to log out and log back in. Lava. And we're going to see if I can fix this issue. Alright, back in a minute. And we're back. Alright, so this seems to be fixed now. I can shift right click and things will actually go into my inventory, as opposed to swapping places. So obviously at some point something got toggled and it was stuck as swapping items as opposed to picking up. So that was pretty annoying, but hey, fixed, done. Onwards. Lava would be great. I'll have to come back and get some of that. That'll be handy for our smeltery. Let's go check this house. You know what? Let's also do this. We have to put some torches over here, but we might want to just block this whole thing up. Yeah. Alright. The other issue is we probably want to put some torches in town so that when nighttime comes, we actually have... Oh, well, that's interesting. We might actually, you know, be able to survive and not have monsters spawn in here. Interesting. That is... Forestry for Minecraft. I am unfamiliar with that one. Looks pretty cool though. Oh, bees, right. Bees we'll have to get into at some point. I am going to leave, I think, all of this in the chest for now. All in. Bees. And a free apiary. That's awesome. Alright. You know what? Let's just get these kids playing here. So the bees mod, not the bees, the forestry for Minecraft, which includes bees. You can get some pretty interesting items from there by processing the combs that is produced by the bees. Once you put a drone and a princess in here, they make a queen, and then the green bar fills up. And when as the green bar goes down, they produce things like honey and combs and stuff like that. And then you can usually refine those to get certain items, so you don't have to go out wandering about and collecting. This is nice. I believe this allows you to scan and record genetic samples. Place a genetic sample in the center to begin. Place more in the left slots and examine them for help. So I know that you can breed the bees and get them to produce more and to produce different things. So that should be pretty cool. But for now, let's just leave that there. And hey, you know what would be nice? Betcha some food would be really nice too. So we got a bit of food there. What is that? Tough alloy. Ooh. Well, you know what? We do have a serious lack of clothing. Nuclear craft. Interesting. So we're going to just equip that helm, because hey, we can. Something else I really like to get into is all the farming stuff with the crop sticks and stuff. Sorry, I'm forgetting what mod that is right now off the top of my head, because it's great to have all the wheat grow exponentially fast. This mod pack, not so bad. We don't have a mod that forces us to eat something new every couple minutes and swap what kind of food we're eating, which is very handy, because that gets pretty annoying pretty fast. And again, I'm blanking on the name of that one, but that's fine. Let's just offload the inventory a bit here. Sort this at some point. It's all up here. Mob drops are up here, so let's put some of this stuff up here. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Not sure about the iron shards, so I'm going to toss it up there. I'll toss the metals up here too. Some of the food I'll keep with me. Dark steel we'll put up there. The dark steel is actually a pretty good find, from what I remember. Because I don't think you can produce dark steel easily. Sure. Alright. Yeah, we probably should be looking at some of the quests in the book, but for right now I'd really like to get moving on securing the town. Agricraft, thank you, that's what it is, Agricraft. So it looks like we've got a lot of Agricraft stuff in here, so we've got a head start, which will allow us to do a lot of the stuff. We'll have to make a seed analyzer, so that we can analyze the seeds and make sure we crossbreed the right seeds with the right things, to make some extraordinary plants that'll basically feed us forever, which is the idea. Sunflowers. That was odd. Go back to default at one angle. Anyway, let's go black flower. We'll get into Botania later. That'll definitely be one of the fun things to get into. Oh, look, free stuff. Botania has some really cool things that you can kind of do with it. Free crafting table. Just with the magic that you can produce via the flowers and things like that. So I've had a lot of success with Botania in the past. A lot of fun. We're doing a lot of that again. There's another beehive. Resonating hive. Interesting. So you can scoop up the bees from this hive by using an item called the scoop. What does that look like? Let's find out. Scoop. Scoop. What's that take? Some wool and a bunch of sticks. And the scoop will allow you to harvest these hives, which let you then gather extra bees. So that way you can crossbreed a bunch of different bees to make better bees and produce better stuff. So we are not quite there yet. I haven't played with the bee mod very much in forestry, but we might get into it this pack because, hey, there's a quest for it. I plan on doing it. What's in here? Alright, the nodes, cascading smelter. No idea what those do yet. I have run into those in other versions of this mod pack. I just can't, for the life of me at the moment, tell you what they do because I just don't know. We'll get into those. We will. Mostly because they're also free. Oh, look at all the stuff in here. Let's put a torch there. Just throw a couple torches out so that our people don't just get killed off by zombies and things. Oh, look, we're out. There's home. Close that door. What's that? Oh, free emerald. Okay, I'll take it. I could probably do a switch there too, but that's fine. Alright, offloading stuff because I don't have any rhyme or reason to my inventory yet. Which is fine. I don't have any charcoal, do I? Yes. A mine shaft. We need to build a mine shaft at some point. I would like to get the smeltery up and running first, though. I might just alter it where it stands. I typically like to... Do we need to build stairs or something down here? Typically, I enjoy doing the smeltery in another place. But I think in this case, for expediency's sake, we are going to just use it where it is. And in all reality, let's zoom in a bit. That's the house. I might just... Well, no, that wouldn't be very useful. I was going to say I could just cordon off this area and make it my... my home here, but there's a lot of stuff going on here, and that might be a bit much. I do want to keep the villagers here. I do want to keep the villagers breeding, so that later on we can find some cool trades and stuff to do. That'll make life easier later on. But let's find out. All right, so what's in this building? Cauldron and a chest under the cauldron. Well, clay, that'll be helpful. Let's take the chest. Thank you. Let's put that there. Alright. The cactus. Ooh, I have ender. Nice. Fish for emeralds. That'll help the eye of ender for all of that. Both the same? Yeah, cool. Okay. What do we have over here? So that's my house. We checked that. We checked that. Let's go back over here. What's that say? Apothecary. Alright, that's where we just were. The apothecary. Let's go check out the small structure next to the door. I see monsters. Oh, I see skeletons over there. What are skeletons doing inside my town? Let's go find out. Are they actually here? Are they underground? I guess they're underground. Yeah, okay. So obviously there's something underneath. So they're not spawned inside this house, which is a smithy. Oh, which reminds me. Yeah, no, that's fine. We do need to make some charcoal, but I will do that later. Because I need to burn stuff. Let's go back this way. Oh, what's that? Okay. Oh, I can't harvest that yet. A lot of this stuff in here you can harvest by right-clicking, so you don't actually knock it off the vine. You just pull it up. You harvest a bit from it. Like you saw me do with the wheat earlier, which is very handy because then you don't have to sit there and replant everything all the time. Which, you know, gets old pretty fast. We'll leave those there. don't want to deal with those yet. It's this house. Let's not deal with this house yet. Mostly because there's not much there to deal with. Outside, the well. And what else do we got here? Is that a garden? No. Wire coil, nice. The one thing I don't see in this one that I saw in the last version I was playing was guards. Little villagers running with bows and arrows. Not sure who's throwing the emeralds, but I appreciate it. Gonna find some paper for emeralds. What do you got? Hooks for emeralds. Wool for emeralds, that's handy. Pistons for money, I don't think so. Service quartz, service quartz, yes, I want to get into excuse me, applied energistics, because, hey, good storage. Piston, oh, yes, nice. So lots of Tinker's Construct stuff, which is exactly what we need, because we need to build ourselves some better items. So, cactus pickaxe head. That's not great. Bronze crossbar, obsidian pickaxe head. That is nice. Alright, so let's pick up this chest. We want that chest. Let's take the piston. We don't really need it yet, but we will at some point. Oh, look at all that stuff. Alright, let's just take it all. What's in here? Nothing in the crafting station. Tons of patterns, which I believe are kept in the pattern chest, so I believe if I when I break the pattern chest, it should all stay in there. Excellent. So let's just take all this stuff. We're going to put it over by the smeltery, because that's where we want it. There's a bunch of wool here, which is nice. Alright, so let's start working on... What is this place called again? Entity item frame name. Oh, great. This is obviously some kind of warehouse. What's that? Immersive engineering. I guess it's an immersive engineering mod. They stack? They don't. Arc, common projectiles, arc furnace electrodes. Interesting. These boxes, these storage crates are nice because you can store stuff in them. You can break the crate and haul them around. And they will stay, items in them will stay there. So, I kind of like the design of this little two-story house too. Ooh, a lantern. Yes, please. I'll take one of those. See, my axe is already getting pretty low. That's right. Go away. Go away. Go away. Where did that guy come from? Where is the red thing over there? Oh well. We will discover where that came from. Alright, so... check this house yet. Yes. Anyway, alright, so... I think we checked out the village. We don't really have enough torches to make the village safe right now, so... we instead... we're going to start setting up for our smelting operation. So what are we going to do? Well, first of all, let's get rid of some of these. You casting table, come down here. Am I full already? Well, you know what? Luckily, I've got one of these. Chest. So, let's throw some of this stuff in there, because really, we don't need a lot of this stuff yet. No, I want to keep this. Fireberry. Let's throw that stuff in. Stencil table, leave that there. Oh yeah, those things I'll have to throw in the inventory. That's fine. Okay. Let's put this chest in as well. So, what are we doing here? Let's pick this stuff up. I'm just going to change this a bit. Let's harvest some of these. I think the corner ones aren't really needed. There's no one in there right now. There's that. The villagers are silly. So the villagers like to get into these. I don't know why. Which is nice when they leave you emeralds. But really, it's pretty annoying. They don't need to be in there, and quite frankly, they're more useful out here. Alright, so let's just clean this up a bit. I don't think I can break those, I don't think I can take the seared bricks and... No, I can't. So, I will have to make some grout. Which means I'll have to find some clay. I've got a little bit of clay. I'll have to find some clay, some sand, and some gravel. Once I have the grout, I'll have to cook it and make the seared bricks out of it. The individual bricks. Oh wow, look, more stuff over here. That's cool. And once I do that, I will then have to make a seared window. Oh, glass too. I need glass. And that will allow us to start making some smeltery stuff. I'm going to run out of this pickaxe, aren't I? The reason I'm taking this down a slot because I don't really want the basins to be up there. I want the basins to be down here so I can access them much easier. And really the stone bricks look nice, so I'm going to steal them for something else. I don't know what yet, but hey, they're in my inventory. They'll be useful later on. Let's see if I can get through these before my axe breaks, my pickaxe breaks, and then I think it's going to be time to sleep again. It is getting dark out again. Well, sun's setting anyway. Is this only 2 wide? No, it's 3. Okay, we're good. And I am taking these bricks because if we build this higher, we can actually make this a pretty big place. Alright, so let's go have a nap. And then we might have to scooch outside and see if we can find any clay. Obviously we've got a little bit of clay, but I don't really think it's enough. And of course, we also need to go find more clay, more gravel, more sand. I think we have sand inside here. I probably want to make myself a shovel. Yeah, look at that. Lots of sand. Do I have a shovel? I do not. Alright, let's put this... where did I put that in the chest? Did I put the chest in the chest? Probably. I did. Let's put this chest out. Put that chest here for the moment. I'm going to dump a lot of this stuff in here because I don't need to be holding on to it. Because I can place it, but oh well. What else do I need? That's it, that's it. I need some sticks. Let's put you in there. I suppose planting some trees in here would be nice too. Some gravel. Of course, to do that, we'd need some dirt. So, let's check the lay of the land. So, there's some nice dirt out there, and the sheep. And there's a creeper right up there. Look at that. Alright, so, let's head this way. This way? Yeah, sure. This way. Oh, okay, don't walk so close to the cactus. That was silly. Oh, I don't like the look of that person. Especially since they were beelining it to me. That wasn't nice. Just go collect some resources, come on. What are you? A harpy. Hi, harpy. Alright. Thank you. Any more of you out there? No, I think that item was underground. What's that? Downy feather. Alright. Alright, researches. Alright. So we got lots of sand. We've got a bit of gravel inside there. What's that? Is that a herring? Anyway. Oh. Is that another town over there? What is going on over there? Well, when in doubt, go check it out. That's most likely a roguelike dungeon. Let's go find out. Why? Because I'm kind of silly, I guess. You would think I would be concentrating on finding what I need to find, but what can I say? I like exploring. It's one of the major reasons I like playing Minecraft. What was that for? Project Red. No, I'll leave it there. I don't want to deal with Project Red yet, and because I don't have a ton of storage. There's a house there too. Nice. I don't have a ton of storage, so really grabbing everything I see is probably a bad idea. Lots of birds. And what else is around here? Yes. Loud birds. Yeah, it's a roguelike dungeon. Apparently a good source of treasure, but you know what? They can be nasty. So basically, roguelike dungeon is a dungeon that goes. The spiral stair leads down into a dark place that is fenced off. So you're in a small corridor, or you're in a small box room where there's 4 corridors leading off. And in those corridors, there are monster spawners and treasure chests and all this kind of stuff. So lots of treasure to be had, but quite frankly, lots and lots of monsters. It's just terribly dangerous and not really what I want to deal with this point in the game. Let's go check out that house, and then maybe we can head back to the city. I need some water area so I can check on finding some clay. Oh, there's a witch in there. Treasure chest? There's a treasure chest. I wonder if we get to the treasure chest remote here. Alright, well that's fun. Where did I see the walls? The walls are over here somewhere. A little bit of water. Whoa. That is more than a little bit of water. I have a feeling that goes all the way down. So let's not go down there until we have some water breathing. That would be bad. That would be a gravestone we can't get back to. Alright, so let's check the map. Right, so there's... oh, that's a slime island. There's a bit of water there. Let's go check that out. I suppose some more trees would be nice too. Right, I need some... you know what? Let's do this. Grab some dirt so we can plant some trees inside the city walls. Because I am a fortifier, I like to fortify and set up a base of operations before going too far afield. Because oh nice, lots of flowers here, lots of Botania flowers. Mostly because I like to have a stable place to go back to. Ooh, I don't think they like me. Because you know what, eventually you get killed and you need to respawn somewhere. So I like to have a big base of operations where I can respawn and I kind of have the basic tools and all that stuff. I just find it's, you know, fun to have everything in one spot as opposed to constantly remaking a bunch of stuff. Some of the machines we're going to get into later are going to be pretty complex, and I don't want to have to make 2 or 3 versions of them. Oh look, there is a guard. Get away from me, actors. 7 hit points, wow. Alright, so this is a guard. I like guards. I don't know why this one's outside the city walls. I wish more would spawn. But, what can I do? Let's look for... oh, right, I gotta turn water off. Nope, 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 nope. Alright. What setting is that? You know what? I'm going to handle that off camera. There's a setting with the displaying what blocks that lets you display liquids. I usually turn that off so that when I'm looking underwater, especially for clay, I can tell what is clay and what is stone. They're pretty obvious when they're next to each other. Because of the mod pack I'm using, though, if they're not next to each other, it's a little harder to tell. So I would like that to be easier. Mostly because I don't want to sit here pounding it stone and then realize, oh right, that's not clay. That's kind of dumb. Alright. Well, we're pretty far into this episode. We haven't accomplished as much as I'd like, but I think now is probably a good time to end, so I'm going to head back to home. I'm going to empty my inventory, and then we'll sign off, so that next episode we will continue the hunt to get our smeltery up and running. We're going to need some glass, which is going to be easy because we have lots of sand around here. Oh, I need to go seal that other door. Lots of sand, and so that's going to be easy for the sand we need for the grout and to make the glass. And sorry, yes, glass, and we will need some clay to make some more grout, which we can then make into the bricks, because I think we'll need quite a few bricks to smelt the 2 components that we need to make this smeltery functional. Ooh, I missed a corner. And that's the end of the pickaxe. Which unfortunately means I need to build another pickaxe before I can actually do what I want to do. So, what we're going to do is we're going to claim some of this territory, and we're going to take our crafting station and put it down. Make some sticks. Realize we don't have enough to even make a pickaxe. That's okay, I think I've got a bit of wood in here. Where are you? Nope, nope, nope. Bark, I don't think that's gonna work. Nope, I'm out of wood. So that means we're gonna sign off. I am going to have to put some dirt down and plant some trees and let some trees grow so I can have some wood. Alright, so one quick nap and then we'll sign off. What are we going to do next time? Next time we are going to look at getting this smeltery up and running. So we're going to need our glass, glass for the seared window, which will hold the lava. We'll need some bricks for the controller, and we'll need some to make the bricks. We'll have to make clay and gravel. What else? Let's just look up grout. Yeah, so sand, gravel, and clay. So we can actually make a couple now, and each one of those turns into 1 brick. And we're going to need some what do we need? We need a smeltery controller. So that's 8 bricks, and we need one of these seared glass or seared windows. Probably the seared glass because it only takes 4 bricks. So we need at least 12 bricks to get this smeltery up and running. So that means our meager 9 clay is not going to be quite enough. But, oh, actually it might be. Anyway, we're going to find that out next time. So I will press that button, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.